We are live. I'm sorry, did I talk over you?
I was about to go.
I know, go. I know. Go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Because Podcast. This is episode 2, and you're here with your host, Val, and with Stevie.
Hello.
So we've got a few topics for you today. They're probably in the title already. We're going to be starting with something that has been happening a lot lately. Well, not a lot, but something I wanted to talk about, which is comments. In particular, we're going to start with some hate comments. I've been getting some interesting. I've been getting some interesting hate comments lately, and they're not the usual like "I hate your accent" type of comments, which I'm used to that. It's fine. But okay, these two particular ones. Like, let me start with the really, really hateful one. It's so hateful that it probably has no meaning, and I shouldn't even think about it. But let me just tell you, this is what happened. This person typed in all caps something on my video about I don't know if you guys watched my announcements video where I discussed charity. I was working with this group of people for the Trial by Trivia show, and they're working for a charity. Everything is going to medical service dogs, and these dogs are trained to help people with disabilities and PTSD and handicapped people. And it's an awesome cause. The dogs make these people's lives better. And so what I was talking about that, and I said that if we all get together and we raise $10,000, we get to name a dog, which is pretty cool. So I think that's kind of the thing that really ticked me off a bit, because that's kind of where the hate comment was directed to. It was saying something like, it's actually a bit hard to say, but it was kind of like, if I showed my boobs, that would help the dogs. That would kind of, something like that, in all caps. And also saying that we should name the dog Dipshit. And and then they get into this like, Game of Thrones is dying, your window is closing, and like your channel's gonna die pretty much, something like that. And so basically, like, and I usually don't take these things personal. Like, I know hateful people just have like a personal problem in their lives or whatever, and they're just taking it out on others. But something about the charity thing, like, that really fucking pissed me off so much that
there's a time and place for everything, and charity video is definitely not a place to do that.
Yeah, exactly. And so I basically just replied with an insult back. And I know that's the worst thing to do, but I was just so friggin' angry, man. I was so angry. I just pretty much called him a POS. I don't know. Are we allowed to swear in this podcast?
I don't care. It's your podcast. Huh?
Well, okay. I pretty much said, "Fuck you, you piece of shit."
Oh my god, about just cussed on podcast.
All in caps, and just like he was typing to me. But you know what? I reported the comment. And the thing is, when you report the comment or when you flag a comment, YouTube automatically deletes it. So I don't know if he or she was able to see my reply back, or if they didn't see it. I mean, I don't care if they saw it or not. It just made me feel good to just reply angrily. But yeah, so, and that's one type of comment that is like, what would you say? What do you think about that type of comment?
I mean, it's really just.
Well, I guess you just said there's a right.
There's a right place and there's a right time for everything. I mean, there's really not a right place or a right time to spend your time to do hateful comments. But even less when it comes to something like charity or something that's really meaningful like that. But yeah. There's like, how do I say this? When it comes to hate comments, they are specifically there to get your attention. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah. I mean, I gave him what he wanted, I guess. This is my bad. But I just had to delete it because I didn't want to leave that there. And you know what? There's another thing about this comment. it was posted by someone that I have seen commenting before, and this person has said awesome things about my channel before. So I kind of get a feeling that their account got hacked or something.
Really?
Yeah, because I've seen that person before and they've never been that hateful. So I don't know, like, what the hell? Like, did they just, like, snap or something? Like, there's something really bad happening in their life? I don't know.
I just don't know why a random YouTube channel would get hacked like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they had to change art. One day they like you, and then you talked about their favorite character on Game of Thrones wrong, and now they hate you.
I don't know, man. It could happen. It could happen. This audience can be pretty, what's the word? What's the word for that? Dude.
Mean? Childish?
No.
Fire?
No. Like flaky? I don't know.
Oh, sketchy, shady, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I got a small channel, and, like, literally, like, 90% of my comments, probably like 95, are all good vibes comments, so...
That's good. That's good. When you're starting out, yeah, you usually get... Actually, no. You know, you could start out and still get hate comments, so that's pretty good. That's a good sign.
Mine are like, you're doing a great job, man. Keep going. I'm so proud to be the first person to say I've been here since like under 500 subs. Those kind of comments. Yeah, I don't get bad comments. Not yet. Maybe
nice.
one day.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And these are people that don't really know you, right?
Yeah, like I don't know any of them. Like, it's so funny. I get such compliments from random strangers. It's like, oh, like, damn, that makes me feel so good. Like, that makes me feel so good.
And those are the ones that matter the most, like the ones that make the most impact, because you know, people who don't care about you.
Yeah, because they don't know anything about you. You don't know anything about them. They're just judging your work for what it is.
Exactly. Yeah, they're not trying to make you feel better because, you know, they don't owe you anything.
Right.
So yeah, well, there's that. There was that comment. The other comment, it wasn't really a comment. It was more like a message that someone sent me on my Facebook page, and it was about. So this kid, and I know it's a kid because throughout the conversation I figured out that he was in college and he was just busy with exams.
Wait, so am I a kid?
Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I graduated college
Sure.
6 years ago.
So everybody who's younger than you is still a kid. I understand, but go ahead.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
Well, what did this kid say?
Okay, so this kid was saying basically, like, okay, he asked me, like, how do you find so much time to spend on what you're doing, right? And then he said, before I replied back, because you know, I hadn't seen the messages right away, he said something like grow up and get a life kind of thing, right? That was basically it. And I was so confused because, like, the first question seemed like a legit question, and then he, like, replies back with, like, something kind of rude.
Did you leave him on scene?
Huh?
Did you leave him on scene? You know how Facebook, they could tell if you read their comment.
Yeah, no, I hadn't read it yet. When I checked the messages, he had already sent all of that. But, like, so he was, but you know what happens with hate comments is, like, a lot of the times the YouTuber will misunderstand the comment. So there's been a lot of times when I reply back in a nice way to the hate comment, or a comment that looks like hate, and it turns out not to be. It turns out the person just chose the wrong words, or just doesn't know how to communicate properly, and it comes across as a hate comment, but it's not really. So it's, you know, as a YouTuber, you really have to not assume anything right away. So I didn't, right? I started talking to him like a normal person, you know, who had legit questions. And he was asking me about, like, how do I have time for this and stuff? And I told him, you know, I think he was asking, because he said, like, I'm so busy with college, like, I wish I could have time to do something like this, but I have college and all this. And I told him, like,
I have time for us.
Yeah.
God.
That's one thing. And I mean, like, I had a 9-to-5 job, and I told him I graduated college a long time ago, because he thought I hadn't even gone to college. He thought I was just doing this because I'm a kid who has a lot of free time. And I told him I graduated college a long time ago. I worked at a full-time job for 3-4 years, and then I started doing YouTube as I was doing my full-time job, and now I'm doing YouTube as a full-time. So I'm trying to explain all these things to him.
Wait, have we ever talked about on podcasts of how you went from a full-time employee at your old job to YouTuber? Because we've did this before, but it never got uploaded. Have we ever like actually made something that's uploaded? Because we need to.
Yeah, we haven't told that story.
Okay, maybe we can do that this podcast or next. But anyway,
okay,
go ahead.
Yeah, you mean the story where like you're like really involved?
What do you mean? Oh yeah. Well, we don't have to talk about that, but you know what I'm saying.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah. So where was I? So this kid, he starts getting slowly a bit more rude, and I try to keep an open mind the entire conversation. I just keep an open mind, just figuring, okay, maybe he's just speaking the wrong words, and he just starts saying something like, basically the message he was trying to convey, and he kept apologizing for it not coming across the right way, is that I'm not doing enough for society, that I have the potential to do something good for society, and I'm not using that to do something good for society. And
can you give examples of what would be good enough for you to do?
That's the thing. No, he didn't. Like, I told him, I tried to explain to him how YouTube is good, right? Like, YouTube could definitely be something good for society. Like, there are so many cases of people, you know, with depression and suicidal thoughts and stuff that go to YouTubers to get, you know, to
even just to get distracted.
Yeah, to forget about their world and their problems, and YouTubers help a lot of people feel better by just making entertaining content. Like, it's as simple as that. And you can technically save lives in a way. And I think that's a really big thing to do. And this guy was telling me I can do YouTube, but I should be talking about things that need to be talked about, things that need to be discussed. And he wouldn't tell me what these things were. And I'm like...
That's what I would have asked. Like, okay, so what is it that you want me to talk about then?
Yeah.
Because you can't say that. You can't say you're not doing enough and then not explain what enough actually is.
Yeah, exactly. But the other thing is, like, sure, you do have a good point, but do you have the right to tell me what to do with my life?
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, that's another thing. Like, I get it, all right? But if that doesn't make me happy, and this makes me happy, and this is what I want to do, and it's not hurting anybody, then why should I stop?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's the thing. It's a really difficult thing to do. But in the end, like, I try to explain to him how YouTube was good, right? And I spent a good amount of time trying to explain that to him, and he just wouldn't get it. And
God damn it, Val, we're making a podcast here. Shut off your phone.
That's like the only thing that's gonna make noise throughout this whole thing, alright? And he ended up getting angry with me for not agreeing with him. And he ended up saying, screw you, you're disgusting.
That's crazy.
So it escalated so high.
When did this happen?
That happened like last week, I think.
Oh, you never told me.
I ranted about that on Facebook. I mean, I didn't rant. I just shared this story. But you were busy with like your girlfriend.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think that's why.
Throw that in there. All right, that's fine.
But yeah, so
okay, so
that happened. I know.
Anyway,
actually, I think I did tell. I told you that, you know, I told you something like I'm not feeling well, or like I'm in a bad mood, or like I've been in a bad mood all day, something like that. I told you, and it was related to that, but I just didn't.
Yeah, going back,
so those
like,
are the two things.
Like going back to the whole thing of being nice to people who leave hate comments. So there was one time so there's this guy named Jimmy, or Chaotic Silencer, if you know him from the COD scene, and he has multiple channels, and he let me upload a couple, like 3 or 4 videos on one of his other channels, and every time I'd upload a video on his channel, his subscribers would be like, oh, who the fuck is this guy? Why is this Mexican on here? Blah 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 blah, that sort of thing. And then I'd comment, I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, my skin color isn't good enough for you. Or I'd say something, like, really witty. And they'd be like, oh, no, I was just kidding. I didn't think you'd respond. Like, I really like your work. You're awesome. It's like, yeah, okay, thanks. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's so funny. Because that's the thing. They never think that you're going to reply. And
it's like, yeah, dude, I totally acknowledge that you just said some bad shit about me. And now that you notice that I'm talking to you, it's like, now you're gonna be two-faced. Like, that's not cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good way to get subscribers, though. Like, you'll talk to them and be like, oh, I'm gonna sub to this guy now because he's nice to me.
Dude, actually, you know what? That reminds me of something that happened to me. Like, I got not a hate comment, but I think it is this person saying that I sounded like a boy, pretty much. And that is not an insult to me because I'm a bit of a tomboy, and I do believe that my voice is not the most feminine voice sometimes. So I just replied back to him like, yeah, I am a tomboy, and that makes sense to me. And his comment was a bit rude, but he was so surprised that I replied back in such a nice way that he was like, you know what? You're like a really like cool person.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd be this cool. So I'm actually going to subscribe to you because of that. So I got a subscriber out of it.
It's like they feel bad for being such a bitch. And then when they realize how nice you are, it's like, oh, now I feel like a dick. So let me hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
And then for the next 5 videos, I'll drop a like, I promise.
Oh my god. I know. I always try to figure out like the psychology behind the hate comment. Like, what is this person trying to convey? Like, what is the best way
because
to
you can't see their face. That's why.
Yeah.
They tell you, like, let's say if you were an actual friend in IRL, and they could say something to you without them showing their face or their voice or them not being known, they would say some bad shit about their friends. And that's exactly what it is on YouTube. Because they can't be known, because they can't show their face, they'd say whatever the fuck they want. They would have in real life. But since it's on the internet and nobody can tell, they have free range to say whatever they want.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I gotta say, like, it has been a bit tempting sometimes when I'm like really, really angry at like a YouTuber or something, or I have something really harsh to say that I would like to like log in with a different account and say it. But I don't know. I've never done it.
There are times where I'll watch a video that really pisses me off, or a YouTuber that really pisses me off, and I'll leave a comment and I'll get into it. I'll be like 2 paragraphs in, and then right before I hit send, I'm really thinking about this. Is this really worth the time, man? Like, do you really want to hit send? And then I end up deleting the whole thing and just ignoring it. I was like, fuck it, it's not worth it. It's really not.
Yeah.
It's not worth the hate I'll get for it.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I feel like as a YouTuber, it's really good to be very mature about that kind of thing, right? Like, if you start arguing back and forth with someone, it's not gonna end well for anyone.
If you're gonna send hate, you might as well make a video about it, because as we all know, that's what gets the views.
Yeah. Oh, you know about Rob Dyke, right?
No, who's Rob Dyke?
The guy who makes like videos about like scary things and murders and like
No, I don't know who Rob Dyke. I like how you talk. I like how you talk to me like, yeah, no, you're clueless. You actually do know who Rob Dyke is.
But you do, because I talked about you like about him to you, and you said you knew him. Anyway, so this guy, he's big, right?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna Google him now.
He's like friends with Matthew Santoro and whatnot. Like he's the.
Remember when we first started talking? I told you I didn't know who Matthew Santoro was, and then I saw his actual channel, and I was like, oh, this guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know Rob Dyke.
Okay, Rob Dyke. So he's got.
Shout out to Rob Dyke.
So, 2 million subs,
yeah.
2.4 million subs, and he goes on these huge rants in the comments. Whenever someone says something that pisses him off, you can tell he's pissed off, and he just like he loses so much respect from his subscribers whenever he does that. Like, people will tell him like, dude, you shouldn't have like said all that. Like, you stoop down to their level and like all this stuff. Like, he gets angry. Like, you gotta be careful with that. You can't just let yourself get angry and show that to people. I don't know. I mean,
I usually just leave it alone, alright? Like,
some people don't.
I take the route of being nice to them, because then they feel like shit, because they didn't expect that. So.
Yeah. But wait, why would you have replied back to that first hate comment that I was talking about?
Which one was that? The boob one? Or
Yeah, the blue one and the dog named dipshit and all that.
Well, I'd have to see the comment because I'd understand why people. So you look at have you ever seen the U.S. presidential votes? You know how some people can vote random people, and then they vote Harambe. Like, it's such a serious topic, but they'll say something extremely funny to make it. So, like, to me, when I think about it, it's like, it's kind of like that. It's like, well, what would you name a dog? Something really important, and then you think of the most stupidest name, Harambe or dipshit or etc. So, like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't get mad at that kind of thing, and I'm not really a girl to be able to like really be offended by take your tits out. Like, if somebody told me to whip my dick out, I'd be like, oh. Okay, fair enough. So, I'd have to see the comment.
Yeah. No, I can tell. I think I would have been able to tell if it was like that kind of comment. Like, I think I'd be fine. But like, I don't know. It just felt like really, really hateful. And I guess it hit me in the wrong place. I guess, I don't know. I think he was also making fun of my victory dance video that I made for my followers on Facebook. Actually, if you want to see that, that's on Facebook.
I think that was Pat only. Okay, I didn't know that was on Facebook.
So and like, I'm a person with like feelings and with self-consciousness, just like everyone else. And making a fucking victory dance, like, even though I know a lot of people will enjoy it and will be like nothing. Like, when people make fun of me for it, like, it does kind of hurt a little bit, because.
Aww, Val has feelings.
No, it's. Shut. Anyway, whatever. Okay, let's move on from that.
So what's the next topic?
So let's balance it out. Let's balance it out with good comments, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you were already talking about getting good comments, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up some of mine just so you know how nice some people are to me. Go ahead. Yeah, you could start with some of your. Oh wow, I got real bright there. You can start off with some of your good comments.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people who, I get the general thing of like people appreciating what I do. The ones that I appreciate the most are the ones who don't care how long I upload a video, because I know I'm not the greatest at keeping up a schedule and uploading every week. I know I suck at that.
I'm trying to help you,
but okay, you can't deny that I always provide good quality content, even if it takes me long. So there's a lot of people who are with me on that aspect. Like, they will tell me, I don't care how long it takes you, I know you will always upload something good, so I'm gonna stay here and wait for it, however long it takes. So I really appreciate those people, but at the same time I do understand the others who expect a schedule, right? And that's fine. And I get the general ones of people, who really like my content, and there's the one that are in the middle, okay? And what I mean about being in the middle is the one that comes across the wrong way, but at the same time it's a really good one. And I guess it's those same people who ask for more videos, and the way it comes across the wrong way is because, like, they don't know how hard I'm actually working behind the scenes. Like, I'm probably working a lot harder than some people think.
How many hours do you put in behind the scenes, do you think? Just to give them an idea.
I will work, it's not like straight hours, although I am getting better at that. But I will wake up, I used to wake up at 5 a.m. and work until 12 a.m. I'm not doing that anymore because I don't need to. And that was when I had my full-time job. So now that I have all of the time in the world, it's really hard to use that time in the same way. Right? I'm not going to wake up at 5 a.m. and work until 12 a.m. again, because that's just ridiculous and I don't need to do it. But so now I'm waking up around like 9, and yeah, that's a bit late for some people, I know, but I do work until like 8 and 9 p.m. Like, I do work like 12-hour days, right? And again, it's not straight work all throughout all those hours. Like, I do like go on Facebook and do all these different things and watch YouTube videos here and there. But every day, I am working every day. Like, it's not like I spend an entire day just sitting on my ass playing video games, right?
I wish I could do that. That sounds great, to be honest.
It does. Like, I keep hoping that I will, like, get sick and have, like, a real good excuse to just...
Yeah, right. Sorry, guys, I just broke my fingers. Now I can play video games.
Yeah. And And I guess that's why I want to keep on my gaming channel, because it helps keep that fun going at the same time as I'm working. But okay, what was I talking about? I'm getting lost here.
What? We were talking about comments. Good comments.
Oh yeah, okay.
How the fuck did we get on this tangent?
Oh, okay, the people who talk to me like they think I'm not working hard enough. And the way
I'm just gonna quickly say something. Like, as a viewer, be very careful on your judgment when you're looking at videos. So, I don't want to say this and call out another YouTuber, but if you look at another YouTuber and you see a simple webcam and gameplay, no cuts, no editing, nothing but a straight video that's 20 minutes long, that is so much easier to make than a video that takes a lot of cuts, a lot of edits, a lot of time to really think and formulate a plan around a 5-minute video. 20-minute videos with no editing is so simple to do. It takes, I don't know, what, an hour to do compared to 5 hours for a 5-minute video. Like, there's a big difference. So be careful on looking at the time, because it's hard to judge a book by its cover unless you fully understand what the editing process is like. But
yeah, exactly. When you don't understand what it's like, then you have no idea. And that's why I've been trying to make tutorial videos, to show people how long it actually takes. And actually, some people could be doing the same videos I'm making and do them a lot faster because they're just more efficient than me. Maybe I'm just not as efficient, but I'm still putting in the work. But what I want to say, okay, let me just finish my point here. What I want to say is that those comments are good-hearted for most of the comment. Like, half of it is like, Val, work harder, but the other half is like, I want to see more from you because I love your stuff. And that is the part that I would need to focus on. These people are bugging me to work more because they like my stuff. And that's the important thing. So that's basically all I wanted to say. I just went on this huge tangent, but
do you have any good comments in general that you want to share? Some shout outs to the people.
Shout out, I can't, like, I need to find them again.
I have some, but I'm afraid that it's going to pick up the audio. Isn't there a way to look at all the comments together? I know there's a way to do that, but I just don't know how. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can just click on there, Creator Studio. Go to Creator Studio.
Okay.
And then.
Oh yeah, you can see my screen. I forgot about that. Anyway.
Yeah. Go. Scroll down. And then, okay, the comments there. Comments on your videos will show up. You should be seeing your comments on there. What?
Oh, it's probably because I got them all private. I told my girlfriend. I actually showed her a video that was of us that was on my channel, one of the ones that I didn't have uploaded yet or published yet. And she's like, "Wait, is this your channel?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Because I thought it was your channel. I thought it was your gaming channel. I was like, "Oh shit! I just sent you my channel. Quickly, private everything as soon as possible, so she can't see all the cringy stuff that I've been doing." Anyway.
She's gonna have to see it eventually.
I know. I ended up showing her like 3 good videos, so she likes them, but she's not really into YouTube like that. Like, she doesn't understand that there's like a scene for this kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, she thinks that you go on YouTube to look for music. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
So okay, so she doesn't follow any YouTubers. Oh well, maybe you can get her into it.
Well, she follows me now apparently, so there's that.
Nice.
The only YouTuber that's important for her to follow.
So what else? Okay, yeah, I would have to find the comments again. No, I like the people who have been with me from the start, and the way I try to not forget about them is by taking a screenshot of their comments. And I've saved some comments from a long time ago of people who were like there from the start, and like really appreciate that. And they're still commenting to this day, and that's pretty incredible. Like,
who is the YouTuber? Who is the very first YouTuber that you followed? Do you remember? Or who is the YouTuber that you followed the most from like the beginning of time?
Oh, you just sneezed.
God bless you.
Okay, I think it's
Don't do it. Oh no. Oh. That's gonna be gross. God bless you. You got boogers on your nose. Just kidding.
Shut up.
Anyway.
Okay, which YouTuber did I watch the most?
Mm-hmm.
I think when I first started watching YouTube, that was way back in like 2006, and I started with, I really liked KevJumba and HappySlip and TheWineKone. These were like old school back in the day, like the YouTubers that were making it big back then. Yeah, I think those were the ones I watched the most.
Mine
Maybe
was
for-
Ray William Johnson. I
Oh, yeah, I
watched
watched
him all the fucking time. Like every week, I was there to check out the
Wow.
viral videos.
I don't think I ever watched the
And now
one
he's gone.
religiously.
I know I watched him religiously.
Because that's, you know, that's another thing. Like, people watch YouTube in different ways, right? Like, the way you watch and the way I watch it is completely different.
Yeah, like I really follow my YouTubers like I follow shows, and you don't. Like the fact
Yeah.
that you told me that you don't even use your subscription tab, that's crazy because that's the only thing that I use. I
never
don't use the home,
subscription
I don't use
tab.
the trending button, I just use the subscription tab. That is so
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Well, that's the thing, right? And like, you guys can tell us in the comments if you guys use YouTube in a different way. But, like, the way I use it is I just browse, right? And
Dude, I think you're just so fucking weird though, because like I feel like everybody's like me. Like you subscribe to your people, so you look for their videos, you know?
but you know
That's
what?
so crazy to me.
You know what's so good about the way I do it is that I forget about the people that I subscribe to, and by the time I remember that they exist, they've uploaded so many videos that I can binge watch all of these videos, and I don't have to continuously wait for the next one, right? Like, it's so good.
Who have you
I
been
think
watching a lot
I
of
think-
lately?
Well,
Just give me like 3 YouTubers.
that I've been watching lately.
Yeah.
Well, Game Theorists is like my idol. Like, I don't watch him religiously, and that's another thing. Like, I do forget that he exists every now and then, but that's like my one YouTuber that, like, you are awesome, and I love his content, everything he does. And who else? I don't think there's actually that many people that I watch like that I really love. Let me look through my subscriptions, because I will like a genre of YouTube videos more than just one YouTuber. For example, like, I love
I know.
the-
I'm so the opposite. I'm so picky. Like I'll find somebody who I love, and then I'll hold them, and then I'll love them, and I'll never let them go.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I do hope people feel that way about me, because that would be cool. But I think I'd still be okay with people feeling like I feel about other YouTubers with me. But so they always come back. That, yeah, it's fine if you forget about me for a while, as long as you come back later. But no, I think it was the YouTubers that read scary stories. Like, there's so many of them, and I can't make up my mind, because they're all good. So I watch them all. I just watch random videos from this guy, from this guy, from this guy, and as long as it's just a scary story, that's all I care about. And with a good voice, right? With a good narrating voice. I love that genre on YouTube, and it's not. I think
That's
it's
so
underrated.
weird. I didn't even think that existed until just
Right? Right? Like, a lot of people don't even know about them, but they're big. They're like in the 500,000 subs and like levels, or maybe even like 1 million or something.
That's crazy. I didn't even know it existed. So my favorite 3 YouTubers. So like if we're talking about idolization, well, not idolization, but like your favorite people who you inspire to be. So Spencer FC, Fifa Community, or Soccer Community. Mr. Sark, because he's the funniest fucking man in this world. And then BigTymeR for like a smaller YouTuber, OpTicBigTymeR. So that's my top 3 that I
Oh my
watch.
God.
Like every time they have a video, I'm there.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Oh, you know who I've been getting really into? Phillip DeFranco.
Oh my god, how did I miss him? Yes, Phillip DeFranco. Are you kidding me?
I know, I can't believe you
I'm
didn't
so
mention him.
disappointed that I didn't say that.
You were the one who got me into him. Like, I knew
Yeah.
of him, of course. Like, he's big. He's been around forever. But I stopped watching him like ages ago. And then you brought him up again, and I started watching him, and like, damn, like he's
Oh my
got good
God.
stuff.
Did you know what happened to him and his wife?
What?
They had a miscarriage.
Oh my god, serious?
Yeah, and I'm smiling, and I shouldn't be smiling, but that's because it's sad. They had a miscarriage, and I was like, I just saw it today. That video of her announcing it.
Oh, it was. Oh, that was recently.
It was today, like just uploaded a few hours ago.
I feel like I keep hearing about miscarriages all over the place. Like they're a lot more common than.
That's what she was saying.
I don't know.
That's what his wife was saying. That people don't talk about it, but it's actually a more common thing than people think.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, yeah. Hopefully, they can. I don't know. Feel better soon.
Yeah, I know you're watching this, Phillip. Get well. It's gonna be alright. Shout out to your wife and your kid.
So I guess I should give a shout out to the people that I'm talking about here. Like, there are some people. If you guys wanted to watch scary stories, they're awesome. All right, they're awesome. They put like even background music, like creepy background music, stuff to keep you up at night. There's Mr. Nightmare, and there's another one that I like a lot is Corpse Husband, and there's also Be That Busta, I think.
Be That Busta.
I'm trying to look. I don't know, awesome channels. If you guys are interested in that, you can look into that. I guess we can put them in the description. Maybe.
We may put them in the description. If I forget, I'm sorry. Check there,
yeah.
but you can bother me in the comments if you don't see them.
YouTubers. PewDiePie has been getting a lot better.
PewDiePie has been getting a lot better. I have to agree 100% on that. Like, ever since he stepped out of like the not giving a fuck stage, he's gotten so much better.
But that the thing is, like, his new content is kind of like not giving a fuck content.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it works in the way he's doing it.
Like he's gotten so big, like it's not even that big. It's not even that important. Like, who gives a fuck kind of thing. Like, he's really so raw about his content now, and I love it.
The funniest thing is like his profile pictures. Like, he keeps changing his profile picture to like the most random crap.
He had one of like Marina Joyce at one point. Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Marina Joyce. Well, if anyone, you guys don't know who Marina Joyce is.
Have you seen her channel lately? Like, her views are slashed. Like, her views, like, they're not even
like compared to her subscribers.
Compared to what she used to get. So, about a couple months ago, when this whole shit started, so it was like 2 mil, 2 mil, 1 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil, 14 mil, 36 mil, 16 mil, 5 mil, 4 mil, 1.7 mil, 3 mil,
crap.
1 mil, 1 mil, 700k, 500k, 400k, 200k.
Oh, yeah, people are losing interest. Like, it was just the hype. It was just the hype.
It's a fat thing. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why you shouldn't like create drama just to gain views, because the hype will die and you will go back to what you had before.
Or even less.
Okay, so again, Marina Joyce is even less.
Because people think she's a fucking weirdo now, right?
Yeah.
Who's gonna want to stay around for that? Not to be mean or anything.
I don't know if she did it on purpose or what, but like, no, I know, but like, people thought she was getting kidnapped, or she was kidnapped, and someone was making her make videos and something like that.
20 times
so everyone
if you're getting kidnapped.
Everyone started getting super worried about her, and she gained like all the big channels started talking about her, and it turns out like nothing was happening to her. Everything was fine, but she gained a lot of views because of
36 mil on a video. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, PewDiePie doesn't get that.
PewDiePie's struggling compared to Marina Joyce.
Oh my god, do you guys know about Pen Pineapple Apple Pen? No?
No, not at all.
Oh my god.
Do you want to explain?
Okay, it's a new meme going around, and it's this like Asian guy. I think it started off with the Asian guy, and he's like, he starts thinking about, it's a song, okay? It's a song that is about a pen and an apple, and he puts them together, and then he has a pen and a pineapple, he puts them together, and then he has a pen apple and a pen pineapple, and he puts those together.
What the fuck?
Which gives him a pen pineapple apple pen. That's basically it. And the song is so freaking catchy, I swear to God. Like, oh, it's catchy. It's so good. And so many people have made that video now. Pen pineapple apple pen.
Like, as a person who doesn't understand what you're talking about, you kind of sound psycho.
I know. Oh my God. Did you want to talk about the thing? How long have we been?
We have been live for 40 minutes, so.
Oh crap! But we can talk about it next time.
We can always. Yeah, it's not like a hot topic or anything.
Yeah.
We do have 5 minutes to kill. So do you have something small you want to talk about?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh, okay. I know. I want to. You know how I've been talking about these channels that tell scary stories. There's also another channel that I really like that actually I haven't watched him in a while. You see how it goes with me? Like, I always forget about YouTubers and then remember. Okay, I haven't watched him in a while, but he is a guy who talks about drugs a lot. And
your favorite thing in the world, right?
No, it's not my favorite thing in the world. But I actually wonder if all of his videos are gonna get demonetized now. But the thing is, him and his girlfriend have tried a lot of different drugs, and what he does in his videos is basically explain what the drugs feel like and what they can do and how to do them safely and all these things. And he also tells stories about his drug trips. And I was thinking, like, because I was watching that channel at the same time as I was watching the Scary Stories channel, and I figured, like, why can't we like mix the two together, and instead of being one person who talks about their own trip stories, why can't there be a channel about, you know, telling drug trip stories from other people? And I wanted to do that so bad.
I totally thought you were gonna say I want to get drugged and then tell my experience about that. I thought that's where you were heading for a second.
No.
Do you have any drug stories that you wanna end the show off with?
No. Actually, I do have 1, 2 maybe, but that wouldn't be enough to make a channel, right? I would have to like go and like try a bunch of different drugs, and I don't want to do that. So I figured, like, why don't I just tell other people's stories? But the thing is, you get into copyright problems, and that's something that happened to the channels that tell scary stories. Is they got in trouble because they were grabbing stories from Reddit without asking for permission, and the Redditors found out, and they started asking them to take down the videos. So I need to figure out, like, how the hell they figured it out, because they're still going, and I guess they're just getting permission from the people now because they're so big. It's, you know, the people get promotion by just giving them stories. So I guess at some point you get big enough that people just don't care, right?
I have a question. So if we're talking about these channels with scary stories, with the kind of editing that you do you think you can enhance and make it your own and make a channel even?
Yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to do. I don't think I could do it myself. You know what? Actually, sorry, okay. My original idea for my channel, before I even started Because Geek was my plan B. It wasn't my plan A. My plan A was actually read A Song of Ice and Fire, make it like an audiobook, but adding sound effects to it to enhance the experience. That's what I wanted to do. And
I wonder if you could sell that. Probably not.
Well, no, probably not. And I think that's why I had to change my idea, because that was copyright infringement. Like, I wouldn't be able to monetize that even if I added my own sound effects. But I did that in college for one assignment, and I enjoyed it so much that I actually wanted to do that on YouTube. And then I had to change my idea.
I wonder if you could do that with, like, Patreon or something. Like, for $20, you get this free audio book thingy that I have with effects.
For $20 you get this free audio. That's what you just said.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm sure there's a loophole or something.
Yeah, actually, no, I was thinking of doing something like that, just adding it to Patreon without monetizing it. But and the other thing is some of these scary storytelling channels partnered up with an animator, and the animator made animations for the stories, and it's so awesome to watch the story with an animation attached to it. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that. I think I would need a lot of practice to be able to do something like that, but it would be so cool for a drug trip story to show visuals with it, no? Like, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, that would be so cool. It's like, this is what I saw, and you can basically like show people what the trip looked like. But sometimes it's really hard to explain what it looked like. But I mean, I think that would do well. I would love to have a channel like that, but now I gotta do Because Geek, you know?
Oh, boo-hoo. Now you're stuck with Because Geek. What will you ever do?
But I will do it. I will do it one day.
At least one episode or something.
Yeah. I was reading a drug trip story recently that a friend sent me, and it's so good. Like, I couldn't stop reading. It was so good, and I am the type of person who can stop doing something in the middle of it. I just couldn't stop, and that's saying a lot. That is such a good story, and I really felt like this strong urge to record myself reading it so that other people can like listen, because people like to listen to things, I think, a lot more than they like reading.
That's me, 100%. Audiobooks above books, all day, every day.
Because you can multitask, right? You can just listen to it while doing other things. So I wanted to record myself reading that, but I don't know if the author would like find out and get angry, as I was thinking maybe I should ask him or something. I don't know. But that's it, okay? Like, big reveal. That's something I really want to do on YouTube if I ever get the chance.
So you want to talk about Patreon, and then we can close the show?
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Patreon. So you guys, right now, only patrons are watching this podcast. So you guys already know about Patreon. But I don't know if you have seen my updates on Patreon about my revamp that's coming up. My new rewards are basically finalized, and I'm just working on a video. So I'm scripting this video to upload to Patreon because I really need an actual Patreon intro video, and I will explain every level of the rewards. And of course, you're going to be able to see them updated on the site, but I think you're going to like them. I mean, I don't know. I think they're good. I packed them with so much stuff.
Well, what do you have now?
Right now, my rewards are basically like, you get access to my Patreon feed, and you get your name on a video. I think that's all I'm offering right now.
So there's gonna be a massive difference.
Yeah, that's what I hope. And I mean, like, and I appreciate you guys so much for, like, my rewards are so crappy and you're still supporting me. That's amazing. But yeah, so I think we can step it up a bit, and I can give you guys a lot more for what you give me, which is what I want. So.
Ah, yes, I feel the love. I feel the love. All right, feel free to go close it out whenever you want.
Okay. Oh, another thing I wanted to show you guys is I just recently got this from someone. I don't know, an Instagram follower told me that they wanted to send me this, and it just arrived the other day. All right.
Oh, that is cool. That's crazy.
Yeah. Pretty sweet, huh?
Can you face it forward? That is awesome.
It's not. I need to like put glue on it because it comes in pieces.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a cool little dragon. I thought it was gonna be so much bigger because the pictures tricked me. I thought it was gonna be like this humongous thing, and then I get it and it's like, oh, it's actually super tiny. But
that's so cool though.
It's so cool. I kind of want to paint it too because it kind of deserves a little bit of paint, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's it for now.
That's episode 2. Because
episode
podcast.
2. We made it. Yeah. Woo. Okay. Anyway, so stay tuned for the revamp. It's gonna happen very soon. And yeah. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, and I will see you in the next one.
And don't forget to check out the email, the Patreon, our Twitters, and our channels down below.
Yeah.
Okay, see you guys.